Have you ever planted cilantro only to watch it shoot up a lanky flower stalk overnight and think you failed? Turns out cilantro isn't just finicky, it actually has a hidden quirk that trips all of us up, even experienced gardeners. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can grow a ton of cilantro and keep it from bolting, and even use this plant's common failure to your advantage. So let's dig in. So cilantro is in the Apiaceae family, the same plant family as carrots and dill, fennel, and parsley. All these plants have a deep tap root and they love cooler temperatures. Most of us, when we think of cilantro, we think of Taco Tuesday. We think of tomatoes, but cilantro doesn't grow at the same time that tomatoes do. I know, so frustrating, right? Cilantro loves cooler weather and it loves sandy soil, but most of us plant it right in the middle of summer. And that's why we end up with these spindly, bolting plants before we even get a harvest. Instead of buying a cilantro plant from the store, I want you to start cilantro by seed. Because cilantro grows with this deep tap root, you're gonna have a hard time keeping your plant from bolting if you're moving a plant from the nursery into your garden. When you plant your seeds directly into the soil, you're giving these plants a calm start in the best conditions. You can plant your seeds right alongside taller plants, and that's going to help protect your plants when the temps do start to rise by giving them a little bit of shade even on the hottest days. Now, once your cilantro starts to grow, you want to harvest it frequently. We can often take for granted the fact that we've got lots of cilantro out in the garden, and then we turn around and tomorrow it's all gone to seed. One way to slow that down is by constantly cutting from your plants. You want to cut from the outside of each and every one of your cilantro plants once a week. This is going to tell the plant to keep producing more leaves rather than going straight from seed. And believe it or not, the more you harvest, the more you get. And here's a pro tip. If you harvest from your plants early in the morning, you're going to be catching your plants at their freshest, most tasty time of the day. The plants have rested, they've drawn up water overnight, and they've loved those cooler temperatures. I love talking about how to fit garden tasks into our busy lives because I'm a super busy mom of 4, and I wrote all about it in my book, 5-Minute Gardener. So if you'd love a schedule and a step-by-step to-do list, I'll put a link to it right below this video. Now, we've talked about how to get your cilantro to last longer, but your plant will eventually bolt, and it's a good thing it does. Let me explain why. So all plants are going to go to seed at some point. This is a plant's way of survival. Every single season, they want to be sure that they have lots more of themselves growing in the next season. Just like us, where we want to live as long as possible, these plants want to too, and they do it by producing seeds. So what cilantro does is as soon as the temperature feels unfavorable, as soon as the temperatures rise, as soon as it gets really sunny, as soon as it gets really hot, the cilantro will start to bolt. And what will happen is right in the center of the plant, you'll get this stalk growing up in the center. Those leaves on that stalk are going to look different. They're going to be more feathery and thin, and they'll taste different as well. When that happens, those leaves are eventually going to produce little flower buds, and the flowers are the most magical things. So let your plant stay after you've gotten so many harvests off of these cilantro plants that you followed my directions to grow. Let the flowers stay because the flowers are going to bring the best bugs to the garden. And here's the great part. When the cilantro starts to bolt, it's when it warms up. And this is when the tomatoes are in the garden. This is when the cucumbers and the peppers are in the garden too. And so you're pulling all these bees and pollinating insects into the garden to feast on these cilantro flowers. And they're going to end up bumping into your tomato and cucumber and other fruiting flowers as well. Now, after those flowers form, they are going to slowly turn into seed, what we call coriander. And if you've never had fresh coriander from the garden, you are in for a treat. So what we previously thought was a garden fail actually has at least 2 benefits. One, it's going to provide food for the pollinators and strengthen the health of our garden. And 2, it's going to even give us a harvest of spice that we can use all year long. This is one of my favorite things to geek out on when it comes to gardening is the magical plant combinations that you can put in each and every garden bed every single season. It's what I call the Gardenary planting method. If you want to learn more about it, I'll put a link below this video. But essentially, it's taking this combination of fruiting plants like peas or tomatoes and beans, combining it with root crops like, radishes or carrots or potatoes, and then mixing in leafy greens and things like cilantro and other herbs. When you mix all of those plants together in one season, you get this amazing beneficial relationship where all the plants grow together and they help one another. So you do less work and you get more harvest. It is literally a win-win. So no matter what happened to your cilantro, or if you think it failed, just remember you are never a failure. So like, subscribe, grab some seeds, and try again.